everyone, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica and today I will be doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for Work in Progress, and what that means is that you can bring out your own whips, or if you want you can do chores, you could drive around, you could sit on the couch doing absolutely nothing while you listen to me ramble about what's been going on in my week. Hopefully, this is take two. Okay, let me explain. I tried to do this intro about 15 minutes ago. maybe I'll show the blooper at the end. I don't know. But I tried to do this intro, and I had Rigel and Nova making a lot of noise, and they started. I had to stop twice because Rigel, as his nickname implies, he has a nickname named Trouble, was getting into trouble, starting to try and jump from the chair up to the bookshelf, and he knows he's not supposed to do that. So I had to stop at one point for that, and then I had to stop again because they went behind the Lego containers and knocked them over, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go and pick things up. And they had their second round of zoomies. I tried to record right after their first round, but it seemed like they got in a second win and started zooming around again. So hopefully we're not doing our third round. We'll see. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well. I have been doing great with this 100-day challenge that I started doing. Goodness, is today? I gotta count. I don't know. I don't remember what day it is. I think it's day 7, 8? Let me look. I actually have a little sticker book over here that'll help me. I've been keeping track. So what I've been doing is doing a section a day, or 2 sections, depending on if I'm able to. Looks like we're on day 8. So yeah, I have little stickers, and right here I have whenever I have ×2, that means I did 2 sections that day. So I haven't really pushed it to see if I can do 3 sometimes. I was tempted to do a second one yesterday, but I didn't. I decided to just save this for my Wip Chat, because after this I'll be 2 rows done, and then I can start on to my next row, and I'm happy. And it was easier to kind of set up with this. I was just like, do I really want to move this arm all the way over here just yet? And I'm like, no, I don't really feel like doing it just yet. So we're sticking with this. I'm only going to be doing 1 section today anyway, since it is a Wip Chat day. I don't really feel like trying to push too hard when I got editing on top of that to do to post this for tomorrow. I did my best to actually record on a Monday instead of doing Tuesday and then rushing myself. So let's see how well I do this. So diamond painting news. I got my Luna Moth Witch last week on the 3rd. It came in. I cried. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I mentioned that last week or not, but oh my goodness, it is so pretty. So I got that in, and haven't decided if what I'm going to bling it up with or not, but well, I mean, I'm going to bling it up. I haven't decided how I want to bling it up when I do work on it. But anyway, I was trying to be good this last week. I wish list the week before, and I wish list this past weekend, because I've been trying to be on a low buy, and it bit me in the butt severely this time around. So I wish list Cosmic Potions and Gamer Girl by Mrs. Butter D, or Mrs. Butter, however it is. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know what's going on. So Miss Butter, the Gamer Girl, got discontinued as soon as it sold out. They archived it immediately. I was so sad. I was just like, dang it, I'm trying to be so good, and this is why I buy stuff sometimes. It's just it's that FOMO. It catches with me, and I'm just like, okay, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. But that's what happened with me with the Luna Moth Witch. I put that on wish list and then immediately archives, and now I do that again, and now it's it turns around and the same thing. It's like history's repeating itself. This one's not high on the need as other ones, which is why I was like, okay, I'm going to wish list it. It's still something I would love to work on, but it's just something I'm going to have to just kind of search in, on my off time, like when it's if someone's selling it for a decent price, because I am not dropping crazy amounts of money. No way, no sir. So, so that's some sad stuff going on. I gotten my pattern keeper installed onto my Amazon tablet, so that's exciting. I was able to do that last night. And then start putting all my PDF files onto that one. That one was kind of interesting to learn, but my husband's like, yeah, you didn't need my help, because I was all like, I'm going to need your help. He's a tech genius. Well, okay, not a tech genius, but he works in the IT and stuff like that. He's knowledgeable. He doesn't like it when I say he's a tech genius. I understand. But yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable about stuff. He's pretty good at the Google and everything. But I was able to do it by myself without his help. I followed the instructions to a T. So I was able to get all that onto my Amazon tablet, so I'm all excited now. I was kind of hoping that my other cross-stitch conversion will be here today, but it's now pushed till tomorrow. It said it was going to be here tomorrow, and then it changed, and then it said it was going to be here today, like for over the weekend. And now it changed back and says tomorrow, and I'm just sad. It's so close. It's so close, guys. I just don't know when I would start it. Like, should I do an unboxing and then start doing like a little bit of work on it? Do I really want to do that when I'm still trying to learn to do that? I have never used Pattern Keeper, okay? My cross-stitch patterns I've all done on paper in a highlighter. So I'm just like, oh man, this is going to be an interesting thing to learn. Do I really want to do this while on camera? Learning along at the same time? I don't know. Maybe what I would do is like figure it out a little bit, and then you get to see a small snippet right at the very end. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as soon as things progress, I guess. But I am excited for it to come in tomorrow. I was going to do a couple of unboxings this week. I haven't decided if I'm going to or not. I do have my Diamond Delights thing that I was going to post last weekend, but I couldn't have a good lighting for the thumbnail, so I decided to wait and have it post this week instead, and won't be on a weekend. So I'll have that posted sometime soon, which is great because her store update's going to happen soon. I really want to see what else to get. I'm like, I love all this stuff. I am hoping for the Pokemon stuff. I really want that stuff. I really do. So, especially if it's all... I am hearing the kittens do something. Which one? Okay. Well, I see Nova's behind me chomping, so you might be hearing that. And then I think Rigel is doing something else, and it's making some noise, and it worries me. I don't like that noise. If it continues to worry me, I'm going to go and investigate, which will be, well, for you guys, interruption 1, but this will be like interruption 4 or 5. Anyway, let's see. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Let's see, what else will I be doing diamond painting wise that I can't quite... I'm just trying to make sure I'm going through this list. I don't think there's anything else diamond painting wise, but I am trying my best not to go crazy and buy a lot of things anymore. I'm like, which is why I'm so sad about that gamer girl. I really wanted her to, man. But that's okay. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for diamond painting wise. There's not a lot that has happened this week, to be honest. So I know I say this a lot, but this might be a short Whip Chat. But I mean it this time. This time I actually mean it. It's going to be a short one. Yeah, so this week was kind of like, I don't know if it was just a chill week, but it was like me mostly focusing this, like I did a bunch of recording on Monday and then Tuesday, and then I was just like, okay, I'm tired. And then I spent the rest of the week just kind of diamond painting, making little clips, which is what I've been doing. Oh, that's something I can add into the diamond painting thing. So I've been like doing clips. And first I thought I keep hitting this. First I thought I would post it like on as shorts, like as little updates, but I have decided I'm going to just combine them all into like days 1 through 10 of what I'm doing with my progress with this. Hopefully that gets respond well, because I realized like in the first 5 days I kept saying, see you in the next clip, see you in the next clip, and I'm like, that's going to be annoying every minute hearing that, so I'm going to try not to say that going forward. So, but yeah, basically I just show you the completed section or sections that I've done, and basically express kind of almost like a mini review in a way, I guess. But not, I don't know. But I just kind of talk about how I'm feeling about it. So I guess in a review in a way, but also just showing the progress of how everything looks so far, like each little section and stuff like that. So yeah, I talked about like the little kitten over here that I worked on. The light pad is not on when I am doing this, by the way, so you get to see it without the light pad shining through. So there's that. So I'll be posting that probably in a few days. Like once I hit day 10 and edit that, I'll probably like post that on day 11 or something like that. So keep an eye out on it, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, I'm in just kind of after doing all that and just doing my daily little, recording snippets, I've just been kind of taking it pretty chill for the most part. The kids had their progress reports or intern reports. They changed it. It used to be progress reports for me. I don't know if do you guys still call it progress reports, or is it intern reports, or what? But anyway, their reports came in and they did excellent. I was not surprised at all. Jana was like, had 1 B and the rest A's. Michael and Nicole all A's. I'm like, okay, keep it up. And then of course Jana's like, do I get to have V-Bucks? I'm like, this is progress report. This is not a report card. You still get a reward for, doing great, but not something like that. Nice try, kiddo. But yeah, she was just like, she was very happy with herself, which I am too. Like, I want her to keep at it, even especially since she was the other day she had like it was either a C or a B on her word study thing, and she had the audacity to tell me that it wasn't her fault, because what it was like supposed to be like, you write down the word, that's the definition of the word. But she got marks taken off, even though it was correct. She got marks taken off because she didn't spell the word correctly. And she was telling me, it's not my fault, I couldn't spell the word correctly. I'm like, it is your fault. This is a word study. I'm like, just that means that not only do you need to learn the definition, you should probably learn how to spell the word correctly as well. I'm like, so next time when you are doing your word study, learn to study spell the word and along with the definition. I'm like, sometimes, if you need help, I can get you some flashcards, we can write this together, we can figure this out, like that kind of stuff. But it was just like, you can't say it's not your fault. So yeah, she was like, okay. So it's like, yeah, we gotta take a little responsibility, just a little, And I keep hitting the stand. I'm so sorry, guys. So also this week, this week has just been feeling like we were hoping for a lot of stuff this week, and a lot of stuff kind of fell through. So one of the things was I messaged my mother-in-law and asked if she would like to spend some time diamond painting together, and kind of got a question within a question instead of an answer. It was funny. But basically she instead asked, does my kids have any plans this weekend? And once I confirmed, like, no one had like any school stuff, no one was bringing a friend over or anything like that, I was like, no, I think we're all good. And she offered to take the kids over for a sleepover that night. She was going to come here. We're going to hang out. We're going to diamond paint for the day. And then once, around the time, dinner time, she was going to take the kids and have a sleepover and everything. I'm like, oh, wow. It's been a long time since I've had like a date night with my hubby. And, offers like this, is rare and few between because, I don't want to be taken advantage of her and everything and her kindness. Plus, 3 kids are a lot, okay? 3 kids, they're a handful. They're good kids, but they can be a lot. I will fully admit that. I am hearing rustling, and it is making me concerned. I will be right back. Okay, they were getting into the shoes and in the cubby, so I had to go and put some things up. But now I have a box kitty who is up here. I don't know if you hear her purring, so she's up here. Kind of put her to the side. Maybe if there's, maybe if I have them separated a little bit, there's less ruckus for just a little bit. Anyway, let me find a color that I am looking for before I continue. All right, this is the one. Goodness. So yeah, I was excited to do date night and everything. And my husband and I started planning out what we wanted to do, where we wanted to go. And we had decided we were going to go eat at K-Pot because we never had hot pot before. They do both hot pot and Korean barbecue, both that we haven't had tried, but we decided we were going to just do one, and then if we liked the experience and everything, we were going to go back and do the other. And we figured it was like too much food. We're both trying to be a bit more mindful about what we're eating and everything, even though I still drink a lot of soda. I'm trying to cut back on that too. So we were really hyped up. We were so excited for this. I know that you're hearing like we were really hyped up. We were so, yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what happened, that it didn't happen. But yeah, anyway, my mother-in-law came over that Friday and we had fun. I was doing my diamond painting here. I got through my section. I decided to work on a little cat pumpkinchino. It was so cute. It was adorable. And I finished that one as well. I did my clip, and oh no, here comes trouble. Anyway, I did all of that, and let me go and pick out another color. Rigel? No, sir. No. He's planning to jump on the bookshelves again. Rigel? Hold on just a minute. Rigel, sweetie. No, sir. You know better. Down, sweetie. Down. There you go. Out. There you go, sweetie. Okay. Okay. Gotta keep an eye on them. Like I said, trouble. Anyway. So, kids come home. Well, the twins come home. They're all excited. They're already packed and ready to go. We're like, awesome, yay! Like, good. That's awesome. And then my husband comes and picks up Nicole, and I noticed that it's taking a while for him to come home. Like they're taking the long way, and usually whenever they take the long way, it's because something happened at school. Nicole's upset about something, and what happened was like she did not even talk to Chris at all. Like what happened was like she kind of snapped at him, which was very unexpected, and then was like leave me alone. So it was like, oh, okay. And when she got home, we kind of were discussing it, especially since she did seem very upset, and we didn't want her to bring the attitude towards the sleepover itself and everything, so we canceled date night. It sucked. But we were trying to figure out what was going on with her. figured it out. Things are calmed down enough. But man, it was still just like, it really sucked. So, but yeah, we basically had the twins go with Nana and Papa, and they got to spend a sleepover with them, while Nicole kind of stayed home and chilled. She was looking really upset and down a lot, and we just kind of waited till she opened up to us instead. So, which we finally did later on that day. And I'm not gonna get into details because this is her personal privacy. It's, this is towing the line as it is. So, but yeah, just basically had to keep her calm and everything. It was just like, I just felt bad for her. But yeah, it sucked. It really did suck. We really were looking forward to Hot Pot, and I was just like, I wanted to go so bad. My husband did offer to go take some time off today, and we would go there and eat. I was just like, nah. I think if anything, I would rather wait till like closer to our anniversary if we aren't able to get any time off beforehand. I would love to go around our anniversary date, maybe, possibly. We didn't really need to spend the money anyway, is how I'm trying to look at it. So it's just didn't need to spend the money, but at the same time it sucked. But that's okay. But during that whole time, we kind of decided we're going to do like a little do-over the next day, since we weren't going to really have a date night per se. So we kind of picked up some stuff at the grocery store, and we kind of made a plan that we're going to play Baldur's Gate and everything the next night over. So that's what we kind of did. We did a bit of a grocery run. We gotten some boba tea that day, and some banh mi. So I got myself a sandwich and I got myself some boba. I was so excited. I was like, yum, yum, yum. So we ate that, and then we went to go and get Michael and Jana from Nana and Papa's house. Found out that they were sugar loaded, and could definitely tell with Michael. Like, you can tell when Michael has any kind of sugar, like any. Yeah. So we're like, and he told us like what he got like for breakfast, what he ate for, after lunch. And I was like, yeah, I can tell you had something in you. Because he was bouncing. He was so exhausted when he got home though. Like he tuckered out afterwards. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, got him. We went home. Then we went to pick up the groceries at the store. And then I kind of finished up because I was working on 2 sections at that time. And then a storm came through. And I was just like, oh, please, storm, please don't. Because we haven't had rain in the longest time. So we desperately needed it for our lawn. But I really was hoping that it wouldn't cut out the power. Because it's just like, I'm planning on a cool night. I want to play Baldur's Gate. I want to just, I want to be able to hang out with the hubby. Please let the power stay on. And thankfully it did. So we did frozen pizzas for the kiddos for their dinner. And then my husband and I kind of made like these little calzone type things together. We worked on it together. The funny thing was, like, I was doing my nails at the same time. So it was like I was doing everything one-handed with my nails, because I wasn't expecting him to have it made just yet. And he's like, oh, you want to do this? I'm like, sure, but I'll have to do it with one hand, because I only do one hand at a time. So it was like, it was funny. But it was very cute and romantic at the same time, even with the kids, around us going, ew, you're making kissy faces. We love to tease them, because it's just like when they go, ew, we don't even kiss. We just make the sound going, and they're like, ew. So that's what we pretty much did for the day during the evening. And then, like, once the kids went to bed, which took forever, because I don't know why it is. They know that we're planning to do things, and then it's like, oh, you got something important, and we're gonna drag our feet. And it's like, come on, kids, come on, go to bed. And it was just like, I was just like, Jana kind of was like pushing the envelope just a little bit. But they all went to bed. And we settled down to start playing Baldur's Gate. So we've been playing it off and on for the last month. We haven't really gotten very far because we only play like once every few weeks, sometimes like once every week, depending everything. We're still in Act 1, so is what my husband's told me. So we're playing together, and we gotten through quite a bit. So I play as a arcane trickster, so I'm like a rogue, of course. I always have to pick rogue characters for the most part whenever I'm playing a new game, unless I don't like the way it sounds or feels, then it's like, nope, I'll play something different. But for the most part, I will always pick some sort of stealth type class. So, and then he is a warlock. I forgot what it was that he picked for subclass, but he has something called the Dark Urge, so it's just funny how we both, like, we're playing, and then, like, sometimes he's all like, oh, I gotta take over, instead I want to, because, there's a Dark Urge option here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, because he's played this game so many times. I don't know if he's actually ever finished the game, to be honest, because I seen him restart his character several times. Not restart the game, restart his character. Like, going, oh, delete that, restart all over again because he wants to play a different class. I'm like, okay, all right, I guess so. But he can't do this right now because he's playing with me, so he can't just stop playing his character anymore. He has to go see it all the way through. Oh man, but yeah, we have gotten quite far this time around. Like, he kind of skips us all over the place, but so far we finished with we kind of backtracked and visit basically Auntie Ethel, if you know, and had to dispose of that. Let's see, we've gone through the Underdark on Saturday. And then the mushroom people, so the myconids, we've talked to them, and I had like a very difficult choice right at the end with these two people. Like, when I found a certain herb, and it was just like, my husband explained me like my options and what I could do. I'm like, none of these options sound good. I don't like any of these, because like, I feel for the lady, because the guy, her husband, it wasn't very nice to her or for the animals, but he lost his mind, and I think it was like, this thing was called Noble Root, and it can cure his mind loss. So, but he was telling me, like, if I didn't give it to him, they kind of live in this weird, like, area where she's afraid of him the whole time, but they still live together, and she's still wary of him because of it. But if I do give him the Noble Root for him to eat, he regains, like that, he comes back to his past, acts like his normal self, but eventually they divorce, and she's happier ish, I guess. Or I could give it to Shadowheart instead. And I'm like, I don't like any of these options. And I felt for the lady until when I was like talking to her, and the way she was talking to me. And then I was just like, I looked at my husband, I'm like, I'm pickpocketing this offer after I sold it, after I sold it to her. I'm like, no. She can't, I feel for her, but at the same time, she can't treat other people like pure crap. No. So I was just like, you play some music, distract everyone. I'm going to go and take that back. I'm like, no. So, was it the right thing to do? I don't know, but it felt right at this moment? Question mark. So, I mean, like, my husband's not giving me all the story, because he wants me to be surprised. Sometimes he's very mean. He'll like, why don't you go through that door? And I've done it enough times now where it's like, when he says that, I'm like, why? Or like, what? What's going to happen? He goes, you see. Yeah. And it's just like, ugh. I'm like, and then it's always like, am I going to like what's going to happen? Like sometimes he'll explain to me because he knows how I like certain stories to go. If I want it to go a certain path or something like that, he'll help guide me, or he'll say, okay, maybe you want to really pick this option. But most of the time, he's letting me do all the option picking, all the things. He's letting me initiate the conversation and everything. So it's kind of nice, but at the same time, it's just like whenever he says something and it's just like, why? But he has warned me about certain things, like basically when we were in the Myconid area, he's like, do not pick anything up here. It's all red. Do not start taking things. They will not like it. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're still in the Underdark and everything. I don't know if we're doing it like in a cohesive storyline or if we're just kind of jumping all over the place and everything. And right now, my character is romancing Karlach, which I did on purpose because my husband loves Karlach, and I'm like, nah, I want to be the one that takes Karlach this time around. So my character is romancing Karlach, while he is romancing, I think, Shadowheart, if I remember correctly. And right now, I have no love for Lizelle. He tells me she gets better. At first, I had no love for Lizelle and Shadowheart, but now I see what he meant about Shadowheart's storyline. She's starting to grow on me. But I am not fond of Lizelle right now, even with everything that's been going on with it's like, open your dang eyes, lady. So, and then of course, Will, I am not particularly fond of because he's such a hypocrite. So I'm enjoying the storyline. So I've been really enjoying the storyline so far. So hopefully we can progress a little bit more this weekend, perhaps? Question mark? Cross your fingers. We'll see. But yeah, so that's essentially what I've been doing so far. And then there's, I guess, one piece of news I've been doing with the kids. So I had to do this. And I know some people were like, no, you didn't, or anything like this. But so my son and my daughter, Michael and Jana, right? They have Gab wireless watches, right? And they have been the bane of my existence for the last year. Gab wireless used to be really good. I really liked them when I was, and I hear the thing going off right now. But oh boy, let me just get this off. I don't have my tweezers, so that's why I'm using scissors. So yeah, anyway, so the Gab wireless used to be the bane of my existence. Well, not used to, it still is. And they used to be really good when I was using it with Nicole. Like I was able to basically track her location. I was able to call her, text her, whatever. But with Michael and Jana's phone, it was just been one headache after another. Their contacts information keeps disappearing. Sometimes, even though their phone is on, it says that they're on my app. The app has been horrendous. It doesn't update. Their app says that they're offline, and that they're, or they can't find their location. And it's just been one headache after another with this whole thing. I'm just like, I'm done with it. So I started kind of looking around to see if I could probably get like watches or something like off my account, like, because I have my own I have my own phone plan and everything. So instead I was just like looking at the phones, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? Because normally what I did was wait till almost halfway through 6th grade with Nicole to get her a phone. But at this point, the deal was too good to pass up. And plus, I decided to go with a way cheaper phone than I did when I got Nicole her first one. Her phone was still cheap too, though, to be honest. But I am locking down. So I ordered these phones like earlier last week. And It actually came in on Sunday. So it came in yesterday, which I was so shocked about that it actually came on a Sunday. So, and I ordered phone cases and everything. And I started doing the whole process of, basically making, basically, I have something called Bark. So it's like a parental thing. So I have that put on, and then of course the Google Assistant, and then I have Life 360, so I can actually keep an eye on their location. And then I was just like, for them, because I want them to learn responsibility. They can't do anything but talk and text. They can only use it to call people and talk. They can't access any apps unless they ask for permission. They can't get on to the they can't really go on to any Chrome thing. I was like, no, we're locking this down. No FaceTime, nothing. Just pure text and phone calls. That's it. So, and once they show me that they can do things, I'll start adding a little bit here and there, like what we did with Nicole. But basically I still want them to learn, and it's a good thing because, oh my goodness, after I finished doing all the stuff yesterday, and I played Baldur's Gate with my hubby, in between all of this, after we did all the stuff, excuse me, I am so sorry. They were on their phones talking. They already learned how to make a group conversation. That was another thing. They couldn't do that with their friends. Like, they couldn't do group conversations on their Gab phone. But now they have. So they have group convos going on. And it's just like they were almost on the phone all day. I was like, okay, I'm giving them a day to get acclimated to the phone. So let them have their fun. We'll start we'll start getting some stuff down, and everything. Because I already put downtime as like when 9 o'clock. So when it's 9 o'clock, they can't access their phone anymore. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that it will work a lot better, so that way they're able to take it with them when they go visit their friends. That way I have peace of mind that their phone actually works. That's been the biggest thing. It's just like me wanting to make sure that I can actually contact them, because there's been times where like we haven't been able to contact each other, and that's kind of nerve-wracking. So now we can. And I feel a little bit better about it. But yeah, that has been basically everything that's been going on. Like I said, it actually was a shorter Whip and Chat. Didn't get very far, but you guys know, like when I talk, I don't diamond paint as much. Plus I had some interruptions, and isn't that right? We have Box Kitty still over here. I don't know where the other one has gone, but I'm sure he's not too far away, especially since I had to stop for a moment. Oh well. So I'll see what I can do this week, if I can do any unboxings. There's a couple of unboxings that I do want to do. Like, I have like Which Bedroom from Mrs. Butter that I really want to get into, and stuff like that. I am planning. I did buy some laundry totes, by the way. Sorry guys. I did buy some laundry totes, and what I'm planning to do is get rid of all my boxes. So what I'm going to do is finally go through my stash, right? I'm finally going to do recordings of it. So you might see my nail colors change. You might see my clothes change in between clips and stuff like that, because I'm going to go through all of my things. I'm going to be also putting it into a tote, but it may take a while. I average it out. It may take a month or so for me to do a few a day, because I don't think I can do it all at once. I really don't. So I'm going to be cleaning up and throwing away boxes. I'm going to be, doing all that stuff so I can condense and make it look a little bit more neater, I guess. But anyway, I'm rambled on too long. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!